As you noticed by now, we are not in Amsterdam. We are in Spain, in Barcelona right now. This is where I currently live for a short period of time. I brought my husband and my dog with me, and we are just all together here doing our usual things. We also need some sun. We need some blue sky. We need some good food, and we have all of that here. I hope you enjoyed the sun with me. I actually think that coming here and staying for much longer than we normally stay has been a very good idea, because before coming here, I was feeling a bit stuck, I guess, due to my routine, which, is something that I really... Oh, a lizard. Oh, I guess it's very easy to fall into this sort of autopilot where you just do things every single day and you repeat them and you repeat the same cycle. And at a certain point, it just becomes too repetitive. And, it's kind of counterproductive, because routines are supposed to help us operate better and go about our day in a better, more efficient way, maybe. So, routines are supposed to help us go about our day in a more decisive, efficient, comfortable way. But I guess at some point they become so repetitive and the cycle becomes so closed and so vicious that it's very hard to look at your surroundings, at your life, at your work, at everything with a fresh pair of eyes. And this is what I've been missing. So actually, leaving my studio, leaving my house and the usual places, that was something really nice. And I think it worked. One of the things we wanted to do was to check out thrift stores. So we went to this vintage market in the Maritime Museum. When we got there, tickets bought and all, they said they didn't allow dogs inside. So we smuggled Lupe in a bag, saying that she was the latest accessory. She's looking uncomfortable here, but she fell asleep 10 minutes later inside the bag. Still, she was attracting a lot of eyes and we were avoiding the security people. This entire secret mission was in vain though, as we didn't find a single thing. So we left and we went for a stroll through Ciudad Bella and the Gothic quarter. We got a coffee from this tiny, beautiful place called Onis. I haven't been there before, but also it opened only 2 years ago. We've been also creating churros for the longest time and bought some from a vegan place that opened just a few weeks ago. Something that I always repeat, and mostly I do it for myself so that I myself remember about this, is the importance of rest. And this is something that I just talk over and over about because it's so difficult for me to implement that and to respect that. So we all know the phrase, the art of doing nothing, but I don't know, and I'm wondering if I am the only one who doesn't really get it. Like, what is nothing? How can you do nothing? It very often happens to me that I talk to someone and I ask them, what are you doing? And they're like, nothing. What does it mean? Like, what do you mean? What are you doing? What is nothing? Like, what kind of nothing are you doing right now? And the people normally respond, nothing. I just do nothing. I'm resting. I do nothing. Dig deeper. I want to know, what is it? How to do nothing? How do you know nothing? Because I feel like I'm physically unable to do nothing. I don't know how to. I remember that somebody said, I'm watching Netflix, which, for me isn't actually doing nothing. It's watching Netflix. It's something. So whenever somebody says, I'm doing nothing, I want to know, how do you do it and what this nothing is? Because I feel like this is something that's very hard to me to do nothing. Like there is always something implied. You need to be doing something. Something that I have been doing, which is my kind of nothing, was that not every day, but often after work, after I finished working on my projects and my books and everything, I lay down and look at the sky. And it's been so relaxing. I don't know if this is what normally people call doing nothing. I also noticed I can't stay in that position staring at the sky for too long because at some point it eventually gives me anxiety. But until I reach to that point, this is actually very pleasant and very relaxing. And I think I realized how I never really allow myself to do this kind of nothing, or something that resembles nothing, or, just stare at the sky. And even though, I think I managed to get my routines and my life to this point when I never have to rush, because I hate being in rush. I remember when I was going to school, to university, when I was working, going out to the office, and I had to be in a rush to get up, to shower, to have my breakfast, to do everything, to commute to work or to school or to everything, grab my things. And I remember the nervousness of it all, and I do not miss it at all. I like living and being in this a little bit more leisurely pace. I like that my routine and my life and my work pace are slower, even though I work a lot and I work until late sometimes and I am very busy. There's always something to do. I think even so, I really needed a break, look at different things, work from a different place. And that's something that I think we both needed, my husband and I. It's been really nice to just enjoy myself and allow myself, most importantly, time off, because this is something that I didn't have in a really long time, like an uninterrupted whole week of time to myself and just to, enjoy. Today is Sunday. We are taking it pretty chill. We're just staying at home. We went to pick up a coffee and I'm just basically eating and reading and soaking up the sun. Because honestly, for this past week, the weather has been not so great. It's almost like Amsterdam weather. There's a lot of clouds, not as much sun as we were hoping for. So I am just catching up on reading and just taking it very slow. You can maybe hear my dog crying. Yeah, she's voicing out her opinions. And I've been reading this book. You saw me buying it. I love the libraries here. Whenever I come to Spain, I always buy books. In case you were wondering, the prices aren't as attractive as the bookstores. For example, in the UK, I would say books normally cost here twice or even sometimes 3 times as much. And I've been reading this one. I've heard great opinions so far. It's pretty captivating and I want to see what happens next.